In today's video, we'll be talking about the latest information regarding these two upcoming winter systems that could drive numerous problems across the country here. We'll be discussing exactly how much snow we can expect out of this, as well as what areas are going to be affected. All of that information coming right up. What's going on, guys, and welcome back here to another video here for today. We have a lot of stuff to talk about regarding these two upcoming winter systems. The second one we're watching could have some serious problems for the country, all the way down from the southern plains, tracking all the way up to the northeast. This could be a big snow event here for a lot of people. Now, guys, before we go ahead and get on into it, I want to go ahead and say, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button and also share this with your friends and family to get the word out there so we can help as many people as possible. But without further ado, my friends, let's go ahead and get on into it. Alrighty, guys, so the first thing we're going to be talking about here is the first system that's expected to drive its way through the country. If you guys want to follow along in time, it's in the top left there. You guys can see that. We're taking a look here at the NAM 3-kilometer model as our future radar reference. So, anyways, my friends, we track our way down here in time. You notice a little bit of a swivel going on down here towards the southwestern United States for the Rockies. Now, all of this is going to be producing some snow, possibly for areas of Oklahoma and Kansas for tonight, kind of for the early morning hours here leading into the afternoon. And then it's going to start to kind of break up here kind of around Missouri. Now, maybe a few snow showers can still be possible towards Missouri. A lot of rain starting to infiltrate its way across the southeast, possibly bringing some storms. Now, as of now, severe weather is not expected with these, so you don't got to be worrying about that. Now, we track our way down further here in time. We're going to start to get more snow firing off here, possibly as far down south as like northern Kentucky, moving into portions here of Indiana, especially for portions of like southern and central Ohio, tracking its way up here into Pennsylvania and further up into the northeast as the storms and the rainfall continue across portions here of the south. Now, I can tell you this is probably going to be bringing down some cold air as well, which we'll talk a little bit more here down in the video. Now, if we take a look here at the current radar view across the country, you can actually see that low pressure system that's right there across the southeast. This is in current conditions here. And like I said, as we look at the models, you can see how that is expected to track its way up here to the northeast, potentially bringing that snow there with it. I just thought I'd show you guys what the current view of this looks like as of now. Moving on over here to the accumulations now, my friends. I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering exactly how much snow we can expect out of this event here. Across portions here of eastern Colorado into portions of western Kansas, right there where you see that pink color, honestly, we could see a decent amount of snowfall. This is the official forecast here. We're talking 4 to 8 inches of snowfall across those areas. Not so bad, honestly not too bad. Now, once we move into this kind of dark blue shaded color, right here where I have this yellow area here, that is where we can expect potentially around 3 to 5 inches. Now, everything else here kind of in that, that light to moderate blue, that's kind of where we can expect here about 1 to 3 inches. Now, we're going to move up here to the northeast, and you're going to see how that continues basically across a lot of these other regions. So as you can see there, across a lot of portions of the Midwest and the upper Midwest, kind of talking about the same amount here, about 1 to 3 inches for a lot of areas like northern Missouri, southern Iowa, northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, moving into portions here of western Michigan. All right, so now we talk about this second system that's expected to bring all kinds of problems here for the country. So anyways, we track our way down here in time. First off, we're taking a look here at the GFS model. We need to take a look at a few models here since it's a little far out here, but we track our way down in time. So that first system moves through we were just talking about, but then look at this right here for portions of the kind of the later 23rd into the early 24th, we start to get some snow falling towards like the panhandle of Oklahoma and the panhandle here of Texas. Now that snow will continue to push its way basically here to the east, maybe driving some snow for northwestern Arkansas as well, maybe central southern Missouri, moving in through portions here of Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, portions of Pennsylvania, maybe even for portions of like Kentucky, also for portions here of West Virginia, and then tracking its way up here to the northeast. Now look what happens. Now you can see right here how there's another little band of snow. Look how far down south that it's going to be pushing. Now that is probably going to be a lot of cold air, perhaps maybe a big cool down for a lot of people here we're going to have to talk about here in a little bit. But anyways, that's the whole view of this system here. Like I said, this is basically spanning here from the 24th, tracking up here through the 25th across the Midwest and the Ohio Valley, and tracking in here to the 26th across the Northeast before heading out. So it definitely is a little concerning. Okay, so now when you compare this to the European model, the ECMWF, there's a few differences, but overall, the same idea is there. So we're starting here for the 23rd, the late 23rd, moving into the 24th here. You can see, once again, some snow falling across portions of the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, tracking up here to the northeast, maybe actually bringing some mixture of precipitation too towards like northern Texas, just north of Dallas for the most part. Maybe as in regard, to sleet and freezing rain. Could be a possibility. A lot of rain for the south, don't forget to mention that. But here's the thing, we track away through Missouri, maybe a lot more snow for those areas. Once again, maybe even more towards like Kentucky. You can see more of a wintry mix on the western side here. The northern portion of Kentucky kind of showing some more heavy snowfall. So obviously for portions here of like Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, portions of Ohio. But this one shows a lot more snow for areas of Michigan, as you can actually see here in the more heavier snow, which is a little bit interesting, as this low pressure system is expected to be a little bit more pushed up north, comparing to what the GFS had to say. Obviously still driving a lot of snow across the northeast, but probably not as much as when comparing to the GFS model. Now, if you track our way down in time here, you can still see that all that air here from the north will be driving its way down here to the south. Could be bringing some cold air, as we're going to be talking about here. So for that, we're going to be taking a look here back at the GFS model regarding the temperatures here. So we track our way through the 23rd to 24th, and there you go. A big old blast of cold air moves its way down here to the north, more kind of isolated toward the north, but really showing those temperatures really crashing here, kind of around -15 to -20. And there you go. There's a big wave that moves through as well. So overall, this is going to be dragging some pretty cold air for like the northern portions of the upper Midwest. So obviously we're going to be watching out for that, but it's just going to get pretty daggone cold. Now obviously that freezing point here for like the 27th is expected to move its way all the way down to basically portions of like the central areas of Alabama. Okay, so guys, we're going to take a look here at the accumulations here. Now I'm going to go ahead and say, as a little bit of a disclaimer, this is still a few days out. Now this thing is probably going to be changing a lot regarding the snowfall. We're going to take a look at the blend of models, basically the mixed opinion between all of these models here. So just to get an idea of what we could see down here in time. So anyways, guys, so we track our way down here. Obviously, we see a big streak of that first system that moves through. Honestly, nothing too crazy. Maybe a decent amount towards like the northeast here, maybe 3 to 5, 4 to 8 at most. But then look what happens when that second one develops. You can see a lot more of a darker streak moving towards like the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. And in the northeast, this could be pretty problematic. Maybe bringing up some areas with adding to that first system, maybe up to over 12 inches of snow. Now, once again, this is still going to change. This will change by the time the secondary system gets here, but it's just interesting just to see what areas might be affected. But anyways, my friends, well, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the quick little update here for y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Like I said, guys, share this with your friends and family to help spread the word so we can help as many people as possible. It'd be greatly appreciated. You guys will be doing an awesome deed. And once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us for today. Now, we're going to be doing a live stream here tonight talking more about this in the updated version as new models come through, so don't forget to join us later on. But all right, my friends, once again, thank you all so much for joining, and we'll catch you guys here in the next one. Peace out, my friends. See you later.